Welcome to another episode of the Multifamily Collective. Today is March 3rd's entry for the multifamily tip or operations tip of the day. And the title for today's entry is Multifamily Leadership's Blind Spot. And the entry goes like this: urgency has a way of hijacking leadership attention. When everything feels critical, long-term priorities quietly disappear. We've all been there. Think about the last strategic meeting you attended, the initiatives and the intentions you and the team set. The result is constant motion without meaningful progress. I say, remind yourself, put yourself back in that moment in time where you were sitting with a leadership team. You might have been in a boardroom. You might have been big enough to sit in a bigger boardroom at a co-work facility or something of that nature. And your takeaway for the day was a bunch of intentions and a bunch of initiatives, and you've assigned ownership, and then you get back to the work at hand, and that stuff quickly disappears into the noise of the day, the noise of the week, the noise of the month, and the noise of the year. And then you wake up and you're doing your strategic planning for the year to come, and you realize you haven't done any of the stuff that you put in place for that year, or that you identified that year to work on. So strong operators intentionally protect time for what's important but not urgent: training, preventive maintenance, process improvement, and team development. These activities rarely scream for attention, but neglecting them will lead to future emergencies. Can you see the irony here? We put off important to serve urgent, only to turn the important into urgent by neglecting it. It's a mouthful, but basically we ignore stuff that is really important but not urgent, to the demise of ourselves, because that important stuff turns into urgent stuff, and then you have to address it. Wouldn't it be great if we stopped long enough to do the important work and be disciplined about doing the important work, because that ultimately leads to just doing important work and not running around whacking all the moles that present themselves and driving your team absolutely crazy. The tip: don't do that. Urgency feels productive. Importance builds durability. Leaders who can distinguish between the two prevent burnout and stabilize performance over time. I think this is absolutely critical today because of the accelerated pace of change, the way that things are rapidly developing as it relates to technology, the way that we are showing up in the world fatigued. It's very important for us to stop long enough to work in the business and on the business at the same time in a meaningful way. Wake up in the morning. One of the ways that I do this, and it doesn't work out perfectly, but I'm just giving you an idea. The night before, actually, you sit down, you write down the top 3 things that you need to accomplish in the day to come. And then when you wake up in the morning, review those top 3 things, and then spend the day addressing those top 3 things and ignoring the noise and ignoring the distractions that are inevitably going to becoming your way. In the event that something comes your way that you need to address, put that thing in a parking lot that you review at the end of the day. That may be one of the top 3 things that you need to do the coming day. If it's an emergency, and you have to really put pure definition to an emergency, like fire, flood, and blood is something that we say a lot of times in multifamily. If it's fire, flood, or blood, you have to stop and deal with that. But if it's not that, it's not a flavor of that, then you put it in the parking lot and you review it for the next day. You stack rank it, prioritize it, and get it done in its due time. That's it. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.